Man, I just finished watching the recent episode of My Hero Academia, and there is just so much to talk about and to say about how epic it was. But I'm gonna talk about it from a different angle. To be honest, I think many of us missed this thing. And what did we miss? We miss the concept of growth and patience. I remember when My Hero Academia first came out, and so many people were bashing Deku for crying and 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 telling him to grow up. I think that's the thing that people forget is that people grow. People have a starting point. People have a process that they go through. The character development for Deku is so on point. Oh my gosh. Like, this just shows you just like how in real life there's only a certain amount of people you can have around you, because not everybody's gonna love you while you're crying and crying and crying and crying, failing, crying. People are not gonna last. People are not gonna last. As he said in that episode, in the recent episode, that was 9 years, 9 years for him to develop this strength, this ability for him to be able to endure the pain. 9 years. Yo, how many people do we got around us going through thick and thin, hell and high waters when we're at our lows for like a half a year? People are with us for like a month when we're going through something, and they're like, bro, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, that's a sign that you need better friends. I'm sorry. Like, seriously. So many people now are like, yo, the episode's epic. Yo, this was, yo, smash. Man, we need to take a step back and realize that we also had to grow. We didn't come out the womb walking and speaking languages and English, Japanese, Russian, or whatever. We all went through phases. We developed our muscles, we developed our minds, we developed our hearts, and we grow. We get hurt, we learn, we grow. We need to really just take a step back and just chill. Just chill. That episode had me in tears. The other thing you saw in the episode is the people who believed in you from the get. Your whole squad believed in you from the get. And the times you laughed and cried together, seeing how you was going through the struggles, and they still try to lift you up in your final moment when you delivered the final smash. They're the ones that came in, and when everybody's trying to accuse you of different things and attack you, they come in and blocking the attacks. Now we got this. Another one, boom. And sometimes you can't even run. People carrying you and pushing you to get to the goal, the main point. You got people just holding your hands. Like, come on, man. We need a support system like that. We need to get better in this kind of stuff, man. That episode was so on point. And honestly, if you missed this, I think you got to go probably see it again. You got to see the episode again where he's going all out. And then you got to go back and see the previous episodes of how Deku grew up, because I'm telling you, there's Deku in each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. And if we can acknowledge that, and then acknowledge the fact that we all have greatness inside of us and can accomplish big things, then I think we're going to start looking at other people differently. Seriously. Because we need to be a little bit more compassionate and be a little bit more enduring when people aren't moving in the speed that you think they should move at. It's crazy, man. All the hate for Deku in the beginning, and now you see him, like, come on. I'm telling you, this show, absolute cinema. This show, absolute cinema. But yeah, if you stayed through this whole little spiel of mine with My Hero Academia, leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me how you feel about that episode. What do you guys think, man? And what are your thoughts on Deku and his and the rest of the squad and everybody else that put their life and soul into this thing? What do you think about the writing, the delivery? The animation was, like, seriously. But yeah, let me know. And definitely I'll be posting more stuff like this. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share. And again, I appreciate you. Peace.